I'm standing here at the northwest corner of Abram and Pecan Streets, and the reason I'm at this particular corner is because right behind me here, where this city parking lot is where First Baptist Church used to be located. We were in the midst of a world war in 1917, and our church decided to relocate on this particular corner. Our church on Oak Street had burned a few years earlier. The church had gone through a very challenging time and actually had split and then had come back together and had the resolve to build a brand new building. And this is where our church was located for 27 years. But the reason we're talking about it today on October the 13th is because on October the 13th, 1944, in the Second World War, the church that had been built here on this corner caught fire. It was a Friday, and it was a terribly sad day for our church. In fact, our church found itself in a very difficult position because we didn't have a large enough insurance policy to pay for any type of reconstruction. And so October 13, 1944, 75 years ago today, was a dismal time for First Baptist Arlington. In fact, it was a time when optimism was hard to be found. We were at war on two different fronts as a nation. Finances are hard to come by. And so there were many in our church who wondered what's going to happen to First Baptist Arlington. In fact, we still have church members who actually remember that event. One of those church members is Barbara Birkins.
Our family had walked to town to come to the movie. And I don't know if they stopped the movie to tell us that the church was burning because we were nearby. So we walked out and stood on the corner from the church and watched it burn. And of course, everybody was upset. I was upset, even though I was just a child, that my church was burning. It was just a stressful time, I'm sure, for everyone, especially those who were in places of responsibility.
Well, First Baptist, think about it. 75 years ago, it was a difficult day for us. Peering into the future was very challenging for our church leaders in those days. But now here we are, 75 years later, and look at what the Lord has done. Look what's been accomplished through the life and the witness and the testimony of our church. We're now sitting on 6.5 blocks in downtown Arlington. We've just completed a brand new state-of-the-art children's building because we are embracing the future right here, right now at our church. And the wonderful thing is, as much as we love our heritage, almost 150 years of it, and as grateful as we are for all that's happened, we've learned from it. We've learned that we can survive tragedy and we can face the future with hope. And that's exactly what we're doing right now. So here we are, 75 years later, and the future is as bright as it has ever been. Praise God for that, and I thank God for you here at First Baptist Arlington.